Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Toastify, video essayist, man,
Yeah,
commentary guy with, what, wait, 45k? We are, cool.
yeah. And just jumping straight into it, as someone like you do commentary, essay style videos. For you, what does your content creation process look like?
Ooh, a lot of people, I depend, because a lot of people, ask me about how I get my topics from. It just kind of comes from researching or just looking through my comments or just looking through other people or their requests. So I just kind of get those video ideas. I have like 20 or 30 in my Google Docs, and then like I
Yeah.
might pick out one and then start writing I write a timeline for what happened, then turn it into a script, then record the
Mhm.
script, then edit the video in Premiere and publish it. So I guess that's a very simplification of it. There's a lot of it's a very simple process, but it just takes a long time because it's obvious a video essay says that you got to cover like 20, 30 plus minutes in a video essay, so there's a lot of planning involved and stuff like that. I might have to interview someone sometimes, so I'll have to set that up previously. It depends. It kind of depends on what kind of like a video, like the topic is. If I want to interview someone beforehand, I'll have to get in contact with them. I'll have to talk to people. If not, I just go straight for it, my own research. Actually, one of the things I do with scripts, one of the things I do is usually if it's like an obscure topic, I will
Yeah.
take a time out of my day to research as much as possible as I can and build, as I said, a timeline. But do some really like extensive research. You know, go into all the Wayback Machine bullshit, and all these like obscure websites that could put a fucking virus in your computer.
Yeah, yeah.
So I basically do that, and from that I make a timeline of it, and then I'll come back to it like a month later, and I'll just start writing it because it's not normally I'm not normally like a machine. I can't really immediately keep see a topic and then write about it. I have to be kind of in the feeling for writing something about it, which because I feel it makes it more authentic. So yeah, that's just kind of I choose topics and make videos.
Yeah, 100%. And for you, just like I know, like you said, like there's a lot of different processes depending on what type of video you're making and like what sort of subject you're covering. But on average, how long do you reckon it would takes for you to like publicize, make a video?
Ooh, it's I'm trying to think because I just did a video now. It's gonna come up on Saturday and it's gonna be
Hmm.
interesting. But I did the video now and that took like a month altogether.
Oh wow.
The longest part of it is scripting. The longest part of
Hmm.
making a video is scripting because you have to go through all this shit. You gotta write down everything and one of scripting is definitely like the longest part of making one. The worst part is recording because I can't enunciate like shit properly. So
Hmm.
really annoying. I'll have like an hour and a half recording for like what's like a 30-minute video, and it'll just be like me like saying because I tried to do it all in one take, and obviously it
Yeah.
doesn't go well. But yeah, recording is the most annoying part. But on average, I'd probably say like 2-3 weeks. With scripting involved, probably around like 3 weeks, I think.
No, 100%. And for you, when you're making content, of course, you have a video. Your most popular video has over 1.1 million views, which was released last year. As I would say that you're a smaller commentary content creator, right? Like in essay type style. Like for
Yeah.
you, when you have that sort of success on a video, like what goes through your mind? Because of course, 1.1 million views is a lot of views for a video, and I don't know how many subscribers you had at the time, but I guess it's a good experience. So, like, what was your thoughts on that when that video was going up, like blowing up and stuff?
The weird thing is, I didn't feel like much like elation when that video
Hmm.
started doing well. So when I made my channel in 2019, the first thing I covered was art drama. There was this commentary, like this artist called Luma Starbun, and I
Yeah.
covered her, and I started doing well immediately after I covered her because all those topics, like that topic, immediately started getting views. I made it my first video to get 100k was all the way back in like mid 2020 when I made like a
Hmm.
30-minute video on Luma Starbun. And that experience was great because every time at this time I was still like going to like high school and shit like that. So every time I'd go with my mates, we just check like to see the videos. The number on fucking the YouTube studio thing would go up every time. But
Yeah.
when by the time like the Amoraltra videos are done, I was kind of like used to the experience of a video blowing up, which kind of sucked. Like I cracked open a cider and everything. I had a drink and I watched the numbers going up. I was like, this is amazing. But I
Hmm.
didn't really feel anything like celebration was inside. I think it's great when you get a video doing really well. When my
Mhm.
Ginbot video that's been doing well, I've been pretty happy with it. But there's nothing to like describe it's not like celebration or elation. I don't like hold like a party or anything. It's not as big of a
Yeah,
feeling as
yeah,
that. But it is a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. But I don't know. I don't think anything will ever like draw level to the amount of like elation and happiness I had when I got my first video to 100k views. Even when
yeah.
the video got a million views, that was pretty. That was actually that was almost there. But then it, shit kind of went down for a bit. So it's not like the thing with like YouTube. I know this is why if someone's listening, they want to make a channel. Like, oh, that kind of sucks that you can't like you get used to it. But I think it's a great feeling to like have. But I guess if you want to really indulge in the very highs of YouTube, if you want to indulge when you get like hundreds of thousands of views on the video, you have to also be prepared for going down. Like if you rise higher in emotion, you will fall harder when a
Hmm.
video doesn't do well. And I don't want to. I want to keep like my one of the things YouTubers do a lot that really fucks them over is not keeping their emotions in check. So I like to at least. I guess I like to like regulate it sometimes. I want to like at least know like don't get too ahead of yourself. So yeah.
No, 100%, and I get that. And I've spoke to a lot of people that like have had videos that have blown up and like excelled their subscriber count and stuff. And a lot of them, like the common theme, and I don't believe this is with you, but you can of course correct me, is a lot of people feel like after like their video has blown up, they feel a pressure for the next couple of videos, view wise and stuff. And I know we sort of tapped on that, but I'm assuming that's something you've never like really had to deal with because of your mindset on it, where it's like you feel extreme pressure for the next uploads to do well.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, I didn't really feel that. I think I did have a sense of pressure on getting the after the Amoraltra video, but I never really felt that when the Amoraltra video came out because as soon as I realized that I recognized the pattern, I was like, okay, FNF related documentaries, that's the way to go. So I worked on the next one immediately, did well immediately.
Yeah.
And all the videos after that in the summer of 2022, they were doing pretty well. So I never had that kind of pressure when I did the Luma Star Button video, and after that, I can't remember if I was like a pressure to like because back then I was like what 15, so I wasn't
Hmm.
I didn't really want to be like a YouTuber. It was just kind of a fun thing to do. But now I want to be a YouTuber. And yet there's still not that much pressure on it. And there is like I guess there's like a sinking feeling if it doesn't do well, but nothing more than that. I'd say.
No, 100%. And like we spoke quite a bit about development of content and like your most popular video. But as a like creator of video essays and commentaries, has any of your videos ever landed you in any hot water?
Oh, a lot of times, a lot of times. I got my YouTube studio look. I'll look through because here's the thing. I'm a big drama fiend. I'm a big drama fiend. Anytime like any shit ones, I'm fine to get into like shit with someone else, especially when it's the community I cover. Because usually when it comes to commentary, people will be fully willing to fucking throw punches at each other. But when you come to
Yeah.
like the pussyfoot fucking Twitter community and shit like that and art shit, or FNF, they are really like any community outside the commentary community is just really afraid to kind of be confrontational with anyone.
No,
Um,
100%.
yeah, the Lumistar Bun one didn't get me any hot water, but the drama was interesting mostly because the entire the thing with the Lumistar Bun drama, there's like like with the art community, they formulate like this anti-Lumistar Bun community around it like based
Hmm.
off just A-logging this person, so they've kind of become a lolcow. But they were like, oh, we want serious intentions. We want to like really just we want to report. We want to get Lumistar undone once and for all. They started collecting evidence and sent it to the police because there was allegations of some pretty serious things. I joined the server, and I was like, hey, what's up, guys? I heard the community. Then I get fucking exiled off a lie, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because one of the big guys, Metabulous, who was like an ex-boyfriend of Luma Stubborn, totally lied about my intentions to interview him for a video. Totally lied about it, bold-faced lie, and I was like, "Fuck this guy." So yeah, then his nudes dropped, so that was really funny.
Yeah.
um, I guess I'm trying to look. The thing through 2021, I didn't really have much drama because I wasn't really a guy to get into drama. Just kind of covering the interesting topics that was going on. I'm trying to look through. I guess when I made I'm trying to have a look. Yeah, when I made my Mirth video, that kind of I didn't get into hot water, but it got me into drama. with Mirth, obviously, and that's still going to this day. Mirth has hit back and released private information about my personal life, shit like that.
Mhm.
Which is the newest development. Back then, it was just kind of me calling her out for being a scumfuck and trying to get away from the actions. And she was like, "No, I'm not trying. I apologize." And that was not. The apology was bullshit. There have been dramas that got me in hot water though. Like hot water. The thing is, hot water. The Jello one, Jello Apocalypse, is a weird one, but it did get me into hot water. I remember this. So Jello Apocalypse is this big like animation YouTuber, like millions and millions of subscribers. There was a
Mhm.
rumor going around that he like owned like a weird fetish alt account, and
Oh
this
wow,
rumor, yeah, and this rumor kept going on for months and months. People were like, "Wow, it's true," and then people were like, "Oh, it actually isn't." So I was like, "This will make an interesting video." I started writing it down, and I one of the mistakes I was working with someone else on it, and one of the mistakes they made was saying that Jello's art in his thumbnails looks the same as the drawings that the fetish account made. That was a mistake,
Mhm.
and I based an entire like 15-minute segment on that. And then the video came out, and I was like, well, and then the comments were like, no, he doesn't do his thumbnails. I was like, fuck's sake, really?
Yeah.
So I had to kind of remove that.
No, I feel like a lot of people have been in like not of course that exact same situation, right? That'd be like really funny if everyone was in that exact same situation. But I feel like everyone has been in a situation like that where at times they've like misrepresented information or like accidentally got something wrong, just like for whatever reason. I think that's a pretty common occurrence, and it was good that like you didn't get like cancelled for it or anything because that's a common thing, right? Where someone will get like a little bit of information wrong, like it might not even be like a core part of the video, right? And then
Yeah.
will get heavily like criticized for it, and the video will be scrapped off as like a complete misinfo. But no, I 100% like I've had stuff like that happen to me in the past, and I think everybody that does commentary and does like some form of like videos like that can 100% relate to that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, though, with the video, like this is what I realized when they changed like the dislike feature, so I turned it off. None of my videos
Hmm.
are getting like that video wasn't getting any like the ratio right now is like 95%, which is completely like fine. It's like
Yeah.
it's just fine. It's like what the fuck? Really? The comments were flaming me. Some of the comments were flaming me, but the dislike count was barely anything. So I was like, well, fuck. I guess
Well,
you
yeah,
gotta
that's the thing, right? Is I feel like because YouTube will remove dislikes, like other people, yourself can't really notice when a mistake's been made, like the audience feedback, unless you get a lot of comments, and then even then you don't know if it's just from like angry fans or angry viewers of the person because you can't
Yeah.
tell from the overall like likes and dislikes. So it's a really annoying feature, and I felt that when making videos for myself. And I would like to like ask you a question. I'm going to tweak the question. If you could make a video covering any situation, it could be a situation on a complete nobody, or it could be a situation on the most popular YouTuber on the platform. Who would you talk about and why?
If I can make a video on anyone, well, it's not a. I don't know if it's a question of if, because if I wanted to, I would make that video.
Hmm.
I guess we're thinking like lost. If you think like lost cases, I don't know. That's a good question, but it's a difficult one because I don't really everything. I have this very like mindset of anything I want to do, I will most likely try and my best to achieve it. So if I want to make a
Yeah.
video on something, I will put my heart and soul into researching something, and I will do it. The original Jimbot video, for example, I guess. The original Jimbot video was wrote in 2020, and I had to take it down. I had to delete it because there was like a legal threat, so I couldn't do the script at all. I had to delete like loads of fucking words on this script. So I read
Hmm.
it in 20, and then I read it this year. So I guess before this video, that would be my one that I wanted to do. Now I guess I don't know. Not too sure. I guess I would want to make a video. I don't know. Actually, don't know. There's
Well,
none of my. Sorry, I'll let you continue.
I can rephrase the question if you want to make it maybe a bit easier for you.
Hmm.
Instead, because you seem like a person that's like very outgoing person that like you said, you want to make the video, you'll make the video, right? So, is there any video you've made that you maybe want to like, if you could possibly get the chance to, like, would you ever remake any of your videos that you've made and like update it?
Oh, absolutely. The Chris of the Wolf video that I made ages ago. So Chris of the Wolf is like this Instagram like art pedo or something like that. They're
Hmm.
fucking some degenerate and some shit. And I was like, and at the time, I was looking. So I made a video on them and it's like 30 minutes long. But the thing is, I was like, the script was so dumb. Nothing with it was wrong, but the script was so dumb. The evidence was so dumb. I was just like, really, I could have rephrased. I could have rephrased this much better today. Lubis Bun one as well to some extent. I wish I could have shortened that down.
Yeah.
And shit like that. There's a lot of videos I wish I could have like remade. I guess my past videos I wish I could have remade, but not really too many. I think I'm happy with a lot of them. I don't see any of the flaws I see in my videos are usually just editing ones. I guess the Jello one, if I wanted to, get rid of, if I could just know that like that mistake, and I would redo the video and everything would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with a lot of my videos. I don't really see much glaring faults that wants me to like remake the video. I'm pretty proud of what I've done. So yeah.
No, 100%. And for you, like we've spoke quite a bit about like your ambition and like if you want to make a video, you'll make it, and that you're pretty proud of your channel and overall success with everything that's going on. How would you compare your old videos to your new ones in like style, quality, just everything? Like, would you say there's been a significant change, or do you
Oh,
feel like you've been a pretty consistent like creator?
absolutely. It's a very significant change. I never my history in YouTube goes back beyond this channel. It started in like 2017 when I was like
Hmm.
recording Subway Surfers gameplay and like making commentary, Critical Ops and Pixel Gun, and making commentary videos on that when I was like a fucking like 13. With
Yeah.
this video though, like most of the videos are now deleted. Used to be like
Hmm.
just like your bog standard commentary gameplay videos, just commentary of gameplay, and I think I started out with that, with the exception of like a few experimental projects where I did like a kind of video essay style.
Yeah.
Then I guess after that, I guess after that I took a break in like mid or 2020, and then I came back and I was like, I want to do facecam now, so I started doing facecam videos. A bunch of them did get really well received. I think that I had a lot of fun making the drama time one. That was a really fun video to
Yeah.
make. Um, just because of the topic and just because of the way I just wanted to like make that criticism. But yeah, I guess my channel, my content has changed a lot, really a lot, and I think it comes down. I don't know if it comes down to like trends or whatever. I guess it just comes down to like content I wanted to make.
Hmm.
I guess the transitional point period was when I made my Cosmodor video, and half of that was editing, the other half of the face cam. And I realized like I wasn't like a face cam guy. I don't perform like well in front of the face cam, excluding a few videos. So I just wanted to do more video essay stuff. I have I have different plans on stuff I wanted to do with face cam and shit like
Yeah.
that. But ultimately, I just felt more like it would have been more fun to make more video essay stuff. I was thinking of alternating between the two, but then the FNF video essay videos did really well, and I was like, well, fuck it. Well,
Well,
fuck
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I guess as well with video essays, right? You're not really limited. You can do anything. You can either cover like commentary style topics for a video essay, right? You can do retrospectives. You can do a lot of things through video essays and keep that high quality control, right? Instead of gameplay commentary, where you do see naturally like a dip in quality. So I guess you've got that quality control there. You've got those video essays there, and it's just for whatever you want to cover, right? If you see a situation you're interested in and you can make a video out of it, why not?
Yeah.
And I do want to like one of the last questions I do want to ask you, and this is a pretty big one. What do you want to do with YouTube and everything going forward? Like, do you have any plans for content going forward, or are you pretty happy and content with where you're sitting at the moment?
I think I'm pretty good right now where I am.
Hmm.
I guess I do plan in the future to make the Toastify thing into more of like I guess more. Everyone's ambition is obviously to make the channels bigger, and I want to do that. I want to start, I want to really just get into that kind of rhythm. I guess I'm only in short term goals now because I'm like 17 at this point. I don't. I guess all I want to do now is just kind of focus on life for the foreseeable future. But going forward, like I don't want to. I don't exactly know what I want my channel to be at the end of everything when I'm like retired or whatever. But I think right now, like the content I'm doing right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing, and hopefully I could just just continue churning that stuff out. And I guess the elevation. I guess one thing I do want to do, because one of the things I don't really like is these YouTubers. A lot of the big YouTubers are like hiding fucking secrets. And eventually, I want to get to a point where I don't have to upload that often. But when I do upload, like people are gonna come to watch. It's gonna be like an event. Like, whoa, Toastify uploaded. That's kind of what I want my channel to be. My channel, I want my channel to be like an event, like when IW did Content Cop. As soon as like a Content Cop out, people are like, "Whoa, amazing!" And I want my channel to kind of be like the same like that, where when I don't drop enough video often, but when I do, people want to go to me like, "Wow, everyone's talking about it," shit like that. So, and I also I guess I just also want to. I have like doubts and stuff about like the big YouTubers up on the. One thing I really don't like is how like there's been some stories where big YouTubers, obviously they hide these stories and shit, and they have they have skeletons in their closet, and I don't feel that's right. So, that's yeah.
And I guess when you do grow your channel and eventually you'll be able to also like influence a lot of these situations, right? Actually bring justice. Well, like right now, like you can do something to a certain extent, right? You can get a story out there, like you can like tell a bunch of people about what's going on, and you can get some traction there. But like as soon as you get bigger and start like moving forward, you can actually influence and genuinely help people.
Yeah.
No, 100% get that.
I guess the thing I guess one of my things I want to be like a big like people. I guess I was how am I trying to formulate this? I started doing YouTube when I was in the commentary community around 2017, 2018. I love those years. Those years are fun as fuck. Even if it's just me like talking about people in my high school or just fucking the community watching the drama. I do kind of want to be like one of the people at the top of the pyramid, of the commentary pyramid. I kind of want to bring it back because I think it was fun as fuck. But
no, 100%.
I don't know. At the state is right now, I don't know if I have the power to do that. I don't know if anyone has the power to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that is like a long-term goal. I want to like elevate commentary because I think it's a really probably one of the most like entertaining genres on YouTube. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And there are so many people at the moment, I think, especially now in comparison to the past couple of years, so many people and new people doing commentary and stuff that, like, if you can get to that level where you can, like, elevate it and stuff, hopefully some new stuff can come of it, new content, more content creators that are doing it even now, and just, like, changing everything from maybe less gameplay commentary to more of these video essay styles where people are genuinely, like, helping out others and, like, genuinely bringing, like, dodgy things to light.
Yeah.
So no, I 100% get that, and I feel like if you keep going with the thought process and the ambition that you've got at the moment, I think that's 100% an achievable goal, right? It's not something ridiculous like I want 10 million subscribers, right? It's like an achievable goal in the future. Like that's a very like understandable goal. That even if you reach 100,000 subscribers or 50,000 or 60,000, it's still a goal that you can 100% get to.
Well, I want to get 100K by the end of the year, so that's a goal.
I
don't know if I'll achieve that, but fuck it, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess as like a content creator and just uploading stuff, you've always got to have goals, right? Like it could be a goal to like, oh, I want to get a video to like 1,000 views or 10,000 views or whatever, right? Like everyone has their little goals that they want to complete because it just pushes like motivation forward and like everything, right?
Yeah. The only thing is like you don't want to sell your soul. You don't want to sell your soul just for that,
No, 100%. Like you want to keep the originality, your videos being good. You don't want to just upload like a bunch of random videos to get the success when you don't really care about the videos you're posting.
Yeah, here's the thing, I wouldn't put out a video like I wasn't happy with. Like in my entire catalog, I've been constantly obsessive of like, what's a good video? Is this a good video? And sometimes I've deleted content that I didn't think was as good, and now I regret deleting them. I would never put out something I'm not happy with. So, I guess, yeah, to answer your question overall, I would just want to be an event channel, I guess, if that makes kind of...
No, yeah, no, 100%, and especially with what you said, I completely get that viewpoint. You want to be a channel that people come to for, like, a lot of information, and that people flock to, right? When you upload a video, it could be once a month, once every other month, or whatever. You want your videos to be, like, a big success and things that people are genuinely excited for. So no, 100% get that, and I do really appreciate you just coming on and taking like a good 30 minutes out of your day to just speak about your channel and content and everything.
No worries, man. I'm happy to talk on whatever podcast. I think your podcast is doing numbers. I think it's gonna do well.
I really appreciate it, man. And for everyone that did enjoy today's conversation and you maybe want to learn more about Toastify, the link will be down below for anybody that wants to go and check out Toastify's content. But I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.